this would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, at home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wyoming's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as him.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Right down the gut of the field. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Plows through the defense. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down?
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Anderson will throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Pocket breaking down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Falcons offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground, too.
There's no doubt. And they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. Third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Give to the running back. Kept it on the ground on third down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They'll go with a direct snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on.
You mean to press our fucking button anyway, but why the fuck are you still trying to go that way? Run.
Down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Anderson wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game.
Breathing 12118 Cove Crest, 12,118 at Cove Crest in Lake and Pine Valley off the Lowland Trail, Arizona 1500. And the 15th, quantum faulty breathing 12118 Cove Crest, 12,118 at Cove Crest in Lake of Pine Valley off the Lowland Trail, Arizona 1500. Breathing 12118 Cove Crest, 12,118 Cove Crest in Lake Pine Valley off the Lowland Trail, 73-year-old female with low oxygen in the 70s and having difficulty breathing, Arizona 1600. And 16 for Charlie, Pittsburgh, and 15 for Trust Service.
That can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Latham.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Right on target this time. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Falcons! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Anderson will throw. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks, it's Durr. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Anderson wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He wants to throw. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Durr. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is...
Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Anderson will throw. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Gets it to the back. He's going for the goal line. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Oh, he missed it, no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots, kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, then those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Extending the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Anderson wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
He could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take... There he goes! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Falcons line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Anderson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. Powers through. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Caught in the backfield, it's Latham. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium, they're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Anderson wants to throw. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense did a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Catch in the middle. It's Durr. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
That's caught. It's Sargent. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive. And never complain.
The Cowboys have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Anderson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end. Touchdown, Wyoming! On to attempt the try. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Roberson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And then he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Falcons looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The give out of the gun. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. His way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Latham. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Nobody fooled. Throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, hoping to set up some blocks, but on the perimeter, they get beat at the point of attack, and the defense actually creates a negative play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Get it out on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Calls his own number. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2 everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up 14 over Maryland. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Anderson wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Wants to throw on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Makes it past the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Turning it on! And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Air Force. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Anderson will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here. Touchdown, Falcon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing